So this Oracle Fusion Applications ERP software is developed by Oracle in 2014. It's almost 6 years back. 6 years back, Oracle has released this software into the market. Last 6 years, the client started implementation. So in this environment, we can find initially couple of years it has got failed. Fusion ERP in the initial stage, it was completely failed application. In 2017, they got very good feedback from the market. They got very good feedback from the clients. That was a very successful product. Okay, so last 3-4 years, almost 3 years, it's got very good feedback from release 11. Initial version was release 1, 2, 3. Like this, we got up to release 10. But it was not much success. Release 11 we got in 2017. Release 12 we got in 2018. Release 13 we got in 2019. Yes. Currently also we are working with release 13 version. And now it's very good success. Very good successful ERP software. Okay. So now we'll see how this ERP software is developed by Oracle, what technologies they are using in the product is. When we say any product in the IT industry, you take any application, there will be two things. One is front end, another one is a back end. Front end means our forms and reports, and back end means our database tables, right? So this Fusion ERP software is having 100%, it's a web application and also mobile application. Some of the pages you can access from mobile. It's 100% web application. Okay. And back end is completely Oracle database. So it's complete RDBMS, and some places they have used trees also. And it's 100% cloud platform support. You can install this software in your server on premises, and you can go for install this software 100% in the cloud also. But these two softwares are not like that. Workday and Salesforce are purely cloud based. We are going to talk about what is cloud ERP, what is on-premises ERP. People will get confusing so far, but it will be clear today in another 10-15 minutes. What is cloud ERP? This is okay. And we'll have the three applications can be accessible. Here it is: desktop, tab, mobility. Here it is. Okay. And we are going to have excellent reporting tools, BI, OBI analytics, ODBI dashboards, and easy social sites integration. And we can easily apply this big data blockchain projects over here. It is. You can go for easily apply all these options. Here it is. So that's a technology stack of this particular one. Now we are talking about the cloud and on-premises. If we say Oracle is one of the company which is having an ERP software. So far how the clients are implementing. For example, Heritage is one of the client. How the clients are implementing the ERP software for their business so far from 1995. If we look at how they'll do it, it's very simple. Okay, it's very simple. First, the client has to buy the licensed software. They have to buy the licensed software. And then they have to buy the server, nothing but hardware. They have to buy the server, nothing but hardware. then hire the DBA. DBA is going to install the software and he is supposed to hire that. After installation, network administrator will be creating the username and password for this. And maintaining charges will be there, upgrade charges. In case in future, if there are any changes, any new versions, new releases are there in the market, definitely the client has to go for upgrade. That's very frequent. Every 6 months or 1 year upgrades happen. And if there is any problem for data or application, that entire recover process is a responsibility of the clients only, because they installed in their own server. It's an on-premises, right? So they need to maintain the DBS 24/7 and they have to take care. Actual project will be started that time. And then functional people will come, technical people will do the work, everything can happen that time. Okay, that's fine. This is our traditional ERP software implementation, which is happening last 20-25 years, from 1995 onwards in the world. If any client want to use the ERP software, first what they'll do, they'll buy the software, licensed software from the company. After they buy the server hardware. Once they buy the server, they will recruit the DBAs for installation of the software, and they will install the software and hire the admin person and maintain the complete application 24/7 with minimum 3 DBA activities persons, and upgrade charges and data recovery, data security and support, maintenance, cloning, data. This all they are going to have it. And then the project will be started. Actual project will be started. So this entire process is, a continuation of, it takes time and it is expansive, and after that only the project will be started. But last 3-4 years, if we look at last 3-4 years, the cloud has came into the picture. Once the cloud has came, what the clients are telling, what the companies are telling to the clients here, instead of buying the server, hiring the DBAs, maintain the server 24/7, and taking the risk of application maintenance and upgrade and complete security point of view, why don't you move to the cloud? Now we'll talk about the cloud. So cloud is nothing but a virtual machine, virtual software or virtual server. Virtual server. For example, what are the cloud companies are available in the market? Oracle is there. First, number one cloud is Amazon. Amazon will give you the servers for rental per month. For example, if you are going to start one software company and you want to have one server, generally if you want to buy a server, let's say it takes around 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs it takes. Instead of buying that 20 lakhs investment, the same configuration, you can take it from Amazon, AWS, with the cost of 10,000 rupees per month, or per year 50,000 rupees. So instead of investing 10 lakhs, you can pay 50,000 to your Amazon client, Amazon, and you can use the same configuration of server. How to use that server? Because that server is somewhere in the remote, right? It will be with Amazon company, Amazon data center. We need to have an internet. We need to have an internet. Now I'll show you how to connect Oracle Cloud. It's very simple. Oracle will provide the URL like this. Oracle will provide URL like this. If you get an URL like this, then you will be connecting to the cloud here. This is, and we need to provide the username and password and connect to the cloud and access your applications. It's not only the ERP application, any software. Nowadays, you might have seen the business applications, they are giving it for very less cost. What is the reason? They maintain a servers, no need to buy the server, no need any investment. Even small companies also can develop the big applications and can start working on the applications. The reason behind is very simple. If you earlier, what happened, if you want to start an IT company and if you want to start some big data analytics projects and startups, it was very expensive. But now it's very simple because everything you will get it from the cloud. Instead of taking the license, you can get it from the cloud and start working it. That's advantage of the cloud environment. So Amazon is there, Microsoft Azure is there, Google Cloud is there, and Oracle is there. In India, famous Control Plus, Control S software is the server cloud company is there. There are n number of cloud companies are available. What they'll provide, they will provide the servers. They will provide the servers. If you say, I have an application, to install this application and use this application, I want to buy a server. What this company will tell to you, instead of buying a server and investing the money and taking care of that 24/7, it's a risky, expensive, time taking. Why don't you come for cloud? Very less price. For example, if you want to go for an installation of this entire process, if it is taking $100, for example, if the cost is $100, if it is an on-premises environment, the same activity, the same thing can be done in the cloud with $10. 90% of your cost will be saved. 90% of your cost will be saved. That's how it is going to work. So obviously it is highly secured, highly flexible, and 90% of the cost will be saved. 90% of the time also will be saved. Time also it will be saved. Yes, they'll provide the URL and we need to connect to that URL. They'll provide the credentials, then log in and start working. It's as simple as, if it is our server, we'll give the IP address. And even our server also will give IP address and access the products. That also same, but they'll give the URL instead of the IP address. Okay. So here in the cloud, will come for our Fusion applications. So what is Fusion applications? Fusion applications is one of the software, ERP software. In that, finance is there, HCM is there, supply is there, like that. What is HCM? It is one of the part in the Fusion application. So if you are going to use this software in the cloud, we'll call it as a Fusion cloud. If you are going to install in your server, we'll call it as on-premises. What Oracle tell to the clients, if you want to go for cloud, no problem, you can come to our cloud. If you want to go for on-premises implementation, you can go for an on-premises implementation. Means in your system, you can go for install. You can buy a server and you can go for install and you can go for install. That is also an implementation of application in your server. That it is. Okay. So if it is cloud environment, we need to just subscribe. We need to subscribe to the application by paying some basic amount to the Oracle company, and no server because Oracle having servers, and no DBA. 24/7 Oracle DBAs will maintain. 24/7 Oracle DBAs will maintain this servers. And no installation of the product because the product is already installed. The products already installed, and that within 24 hours you can start using the product. No admin, because you yourself can create your usernames, passwords, access, roles, security, no maintenance charges, and there is no upgrade. This is a major advantage. Cost and all, that is a different case. This is major advantage. What is mean by upgrade? Okay, what is mean by upgrade? For example, today client has installed a version called release 30, which is the current version. In 2020 August, we are in 2020 August, we implemented release 13 version to the client. Okay. After implementation, after 1 or 2 years, maybe in 2023, Oracle has released another version called release 40. Another version called release 40. So in the release 14 version, lot of features are there. Now client wants to migrate or they want to upgrade. Generally, in the on-premises, it is a completely new project. If you want to upgrade from one version to another version, it's a completely new project and it takes some time. But whereas in cloud environment, it is just number of days, 4 to 5 days. You can easily upgrade your client application from old version to new version without any payment. That's very important. Even if there are some payments in future, but right now it's a free of cost, but in future, if there are some payments, it will be very, very less. Very, very less. This is a major advantage. That's why nowadays Oracle is telling to the clients, one time if you migrate your product to the cloud and forget about the upgrade in future. Forget this word upgrade. Forget this word upgrade. Okay. So this is a major advantage for the clients. And Oracle is responsible to take care of the entire security application and as well as database and other things. We are going to have it. So these are the major advantages with the cloud. So if it is taking around 2 months time to take the license and buy the servers, recruitment, installation, everything is ready for your project. But cloud takes 24 hours. 24 hours, within 24 hours, your product is ready. You can start implementation of the product. Over here it is. Okay, that's how the cloud environment will work. Most of the clients, especially nowadays, most of the clients have started using this applications through the cloud environment. Okay, so that's why now huge recruitment is going to happen for Fusion applications because it's 100% support for cloud as well as for on-premises, for both. If some client says that I don't feel cloud is secured because I don't want to keep my business data with someone else's servers. Because if you go for cloud, what happened? It's a virtual server. It is maintained by these companies. My data is there. I don't want to keep my data with these servers. Then Oracle is ready to give the on-premises also. Both are available. That's an advantage with the Fusion applications ERP software over here. Is clear everybody about the cloud environment and as well as on-premises. So Oracle Fusion applications is one of the ERP software. In that ERP software, we have HCM, finance, supply, CRM, like that number of we have. If client is installing this software in their server, it's an on-premises implementation. If they say, no, this software I don't want to install in my server, it's already available in the cloud, right? So I want to access this from the cloud, then it's going to be the cloud ERP implementation. And what are the benefits and what is the process for on-premises. This is a traditional what we are following 20 years all over the clients, all over the world. All the clients are using this software here. Okay, now this is an cloud applications which we have. Yes. If any clients are connected to the cloud, that's why Oracle is having now 24 by 7 connectivity with their sales people. So what products they have. I request everyone, let's spend at least 30 minutes to 1 hour time on the Oracle website, which is very good, and a lot of new things are happening. They talk about ERP cloud, how they are, especially COVID-19 has been changed the entire client's mindset. Now every work is happening remote, and the resources are moved into the different locations, are working in different places. Now the cloud has became very important thing for their business applications. It's very flexible and highly secured now, which is very less productivity. Cloud applications. Here it is. Okay. So I request you to go for the website 30 minutes to 1 hour so that you can easily understand. Yes. Now we are talking about different types of cloud environment. When it comes to the cloud, okay, when it comes to the cloud, what are different types of environments we have? What are different types of environments we have? Here it is. Different types of environments we have. Let's say Sony Electronics is one of the client, electronic goods client, who are having the business, here all over the world, number of countries, number of branches, thousands of employees, different products they are manufacturing and selling to the clients and providing the service to the clients 24 by 7 all over the world. Now, what Sony Electronics company has decided, they want to use this Fusion ERP software. They decided to use this Fusion ERP software for their business. When the client has decided to use this product, they have mainly two environments. The first question, you want to use this software in your server? You want to install this software in your server, in your office? Or you want to use it from the cloud? So if the client says that, no, I don't want to go for on-premises. I don't want to use it on-premises, and I don't want to use my servers. I want to go for cloud. Environment. So when the client says that, okay, I want to use the cloud, then there are two options. One is SaaS model, software as a service. Another one is a PaaS model, platform as a service. SaaS means public. SaaS means public cloud. PaaS means private cloud, platform as a service. Okay. So public cloud is nothing but, it's very simple. When we say cloud, no DBAs. We don't need to bother about the installation, maintenance, support, security, that and all we don't need to worry about it. Okay. So no DBA in that particular environment. Everything will be taken care by the cloud company. In our case, Oracle is our cloud company, Oracle Cloud. So Oracle is providing the cloud services. Okay. So no DBA over here it is. No DBA over here. Completely 24 by 7. Oracle employees will be there. They take care of it. And in the SaaS model, public cloud, no technical role. We don't find much technical role. There will be a limitations, because Oracle will not allow you to modify the product extensively. They'll give some personalizations, some basic customizations they provide, but not more than that. But not more than that. Functional is 100%. Of course, you can go for configure. Functional is 100%. Of course, you can go for configure. End-to-end implementation, you can do it. Okay. Technical will be very minimum role. You can develop the reports. Reports point of view, no issue, no limitations. You can develop new reports. You can customize existing reports. There are no limits over here. It is. There are no limits over here. It is. And data loading and data extractions, nothing but conversions. For example, if client says that I have 20,000 employees, who are 20,000 employees who are available in our market, means in our previous software, 20,000 employees. Okay. So in that, I want to load all these 20,000 employees into this particular applications. Then we'll be using the data loaders, can easily load and you can easily extract. Conversion is not a problem. No limitations also. Next, personalizations and integrations can be done. But the problem is, if you want to develop the new modules, if you want to develop the new pages, if you want to create your own database, if you want to create your own database, then it is not possible in the SaaS environment. Software as a service, public cloud, it is very, very, very less price. If earlier $100 was taking for expense per month, now here it is just for $5, not more than that. Okay. So if there are any clients who are small and medium, who does not require much customizations, who want to use the product as it is, who want to use the product as it is, okay, then they can go for this environment, SaaS, software as a service, and it's in a public cloud. And if any client is there, I want to modify the product, I want to use the cloud, but I want to modify. There should not be any limitations. There should not be any limitations. I want to modify the product extensively. I want to modify the product extensively. So if in that scenario, then the client has to go for PaaS model, platform as a service. It's a private cloud. It is a dedicated. It is a dedicated server or private cloud will be provided to our client. Will be provided to our client. Okay. So in the PaaS model, also DBA is taking care of our Oracle company, and functional, obviously it will be there, and technical role 100% it will be there. You can access file server, you can access database server, you can access ADF pages, you can develop the new modules, new pages, new database schemas. Everything can be done from here. Everything can be done over here. It is. Okay. So this is how it is going to happen in our platform as a service. So if any client, I want to use cloud, but there should not be any limitations. I want to modify the product extensively, customize and use it as for this. Here it is. Okay. So in that scenario, we can go for use the PaaS model. If somebody says, I don't believe the cloud, I don't want to keep my data with some clients, some other company server, then no problem. You buy the software license and you buy the server, you recruit your DBS, your technical people, your functional, and do installation, everything, whatever you want. Do installation, whatever you want here. Is clear, everybody? Any doubts here, please let me know. These are different types of environments we have in the cloud, SaaS model and PaaS model and on-premises. So three options are there. Most of the interviews also, they'll be asking us, If you say that I'm working in Fusion applications, they'll ask you which cloud. So are you working in the SaaS model? Are you working in the PaaS model? Are you working in on-premises environment? Okay. When you say SaaS model, most of the clients are running now SaaS model, and PaaS also people have started using because it's a little bit expensive PaaS model, and on premises are very less on premises because it's a new product. Maybe going forward, the clients will go for an on premises also, but instead of on premises, this is better one because only the DBA is different. Instead of your DBAs, Oracle DBAs will be there. The remaining all are common. As we are a functional consultant, we are going to learn the functional, and we are going to apply as a functional consultant. So obviously, whether it is a cloud SaaS model or cloud PaaS model or on-premises environment, it is any environment. For functional consultant, there won't be an issue. For functional consultant, there won't be any problem over here. It is. These are different types of environments we have in the cloud access. Okay. Yes. Any doubts here? It is. You can develop the new forms. Here it is. Actually, ADF forms can be developed. New pages can be developed. We can develop new ADF because the entire product in our Fusion application is based on the ADF pages. For example, if we look at some transaction pages, like let's say we want to hire an employee, then this is the procedure we'll be using, hiring process. It seems the application is little bit slow here. Yes, Srinivas, tell me, you are on unmute now.
Yeah, hi. So your good name is Chandra, right? I was
Yes,
late.
please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, Chandra, actually this on-premise cloud, I'm just first hearing that word. So till now this on-premise cloud.
The
Because what I
on-premise
understood, if the client don't want.
on-premise is different. On-premise is not cloud. On-premise is different. On-premises is different. Cloud is different. So two types, two different environments. On-premise is nothing but our server, and where we can go for install in our office and we can start using. This is what happening last 20 years in the ERP sector.
Yeah. Okay. So then, if I want the data in a, I don't want my data in the Oracle Cloud Control. So then I can go for a private cloud, right?
No. This is cloud means it is Oracle server. Okay. If we say that my data should not store in some other company servers, then I have to come for on-premises.
Okay.
We have to
Which
install.
is like, okay, that is a traditional model.
Traditional model. Here, private means the server is dedicated for us, but it will be under the control of Oracle only. But that server is dedicated for us only. It's a dedicated server. But here, the same server they can use for multiple clients. They can allocate the server configuration, not the data, not the application, server configuration. They can allocate for other clients also. And that's called public. It's a cloud computing concept over there.
So some private private VPN network. I mean, the client's private VPN network, using that they can control the data of in private cloud. Is that correct?
No, it's not like, see, VPN and all just for connecting to the network. So, for example, when I'm connecting to my network, there should not be any disturbance, nothing but when one user connect to my application through VPN, then other applications won't work.
Yeah.
So that my
These are the
application is,
private firewall.
yes,
Yeah.
firewall. So my application is secured. My data is secured. So that's a connectivity. It's a bridge for connection to the application. It's not related to the cloud.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yes. So these are
Thank you.
any other doubts, guys? These are different types of ERP applications, cloud environment we have discussed. Okay.
Yes, Chandra. So
Yes.
this Fusion application front end is developed using fully ADF, is it?
Complete application is ADF front end, but now recently Oracle has introduced this VBCS, Visual Builder Cloud Service. So in the VBCS, what happened? We can easily build the forms, front end forms, by using the VBCS. That forms are compatible for web as well as for mobile. So now, so far, whatever the product is developed by Oracle is by using the ADF. But going forward, what Oracle is telling, you can easily go for build the pages by using VBCS, Visual Builder Cloud Services, which is very flexible and less time and more compatible for mobile application as well as for the desktop applications.
Okay.
Fine, guys. Let's see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about the different types of Fusion applications, HCM. That's going to be our tomorrow demonstration. Okay. Thank you. Please drop your Gmail